1.2 The Discipline of History. In this section, we'll explore how history works as a discipline. We'll see why it matters, how historians study and interpret the past, what sources they rely on, and how they measure time across centuries. History is more than old stories. It is the study of how people lived, changed, and shaped their political, economic, social, and cultural worlds. By studying it, we learn about the past, understand the present, and even anticipate future changes. History also sharpens skills, like collecting evidence, analyzing it, and reaching fair conclusions. In this way, it helps us live as conscious citizens, aware of our identity and role in shaping tomorrow. The study of history itself has a history. This field is called historiography, the study of how we write about the past. The earliest known written records come from China, before 1000 BC. Later, ancient Greek historians brought organization and method. Herodotus, often called the father of history, began the narration of past events. Thucydides followed, stressing accuracy and critical thinking. By the 19th century, history became a formal academic discipline. The German historian Leopold von Ranke, remembered as the father of modern historiography, pushed for a scientific approach. Ethiopia, too, had its own tradition of historical writing, and by the 1960s, history became an academic field there as well. But telling the past is not simple. Historians cannot cover everything. They must select topics and ask questions. Historical interpretation means describing, analyzing, and explaining past events using evidence from sources. The goal is truth, but total objectivity is difficult. Bias can slip in, which is why historians use careful methods and cross-check evidence. That evidence comes from sources. Without sources, there is no history. These fall into two main groups. Primary sources, created at the time of the event. Examples include tools, coins, inscriptions, ruins, manuscripts, diaries, photographs, maps, and even films. Secondary sources, written later based on primary evidence. These include books, articles, textbooks, biographies, and oral traditions. Both types of sources need careful testing. Primary evidence must be checked for authenticity. Secondary works must be judged for reliability. Oral traditions, passed from generation to generation, should be compared with written records, since memory could distort over time. Another challenge is dating. Dating means placing events in time by exact numbers. For example, the Battle of Adwa took place on March 1st, 1896, and the Ethiopian Renaissance Dam was launched on April 2nd, 2011. Historians also use larger units of time. A decade is 10 years. A century is 100 years. A millennium is 1,000 years. In the end, history is both knowledge and method. It asks us to weigh evidence, judge interpretations, and understand how past choices shape our lives today. By studying history, we not only remember, but also learn to see the present more clearly and face the future with awareness.